update. I'm sure you guys have been wondering where I've been. Yeah, I just took the week off. Really, I feel like the videos were getting repetitive, so I kind of didn't record last week. Recorded one video on Monday, and I said I was going to record again through the week. But I didn't end up recording because I felt like it was getting repetitive. And there was really nothing to talk about. I mean, I've been doing things to keep my mind off of it. I feel like the last week went by really, really fast. Yeah, I've been doing a lot of things to keep my mind off of it because the more I stressed out about it, the more I try to talk myself out of doing it. So it's better for me not to think about it. I've got some reflection going on. Oh wow. So I've been trying not to think about it so much and just trying to keep myself busy. I guess in a way I feel like last week just flew by, but if I was in the moment, I would have told you, it feels like it's dragging on. Because it did in the moment. It felt like it went by so fast. But last week, in the moment, I felt like the days were just dragging on. And, oh, Friday, oh my gosh. It felt like Friday was never going to end. I was so stressed out. I wanted that day to end so fastly. And it just kept going and 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 going. And I was like, I will not say what I was thinking because it's not very appropriate for this channel, but I will say that I was pretty peed off because I was so angry that the day was just not going by fast. It was slow as hell and it was just dragging. In the moment last week, I should have recorded my vlogs like I was the weeks before because I would have told you guys how I felt. I was so irritated. And I felt like days were not just going as fast as I wanted them to. Today I feel like looking back, it felt like it went too fast. Like, I feel like it was just a couple days ago we were talking about my extractions happening in 3 weeks, and now 3 weeks later, my extractions are actually happening in 2 days. Can you believe that? 2 days I have my extractions and immediate dentures. And I am so excited about this. Not excited about the procedure, excited to have a different smile than what I have. I am not going to say I'm ugly, because I know I'm not ugly. Don't really care for the double chin. But whatever, that's whatever. But hate my teeth. When I do some TikToks, I'm kind of embarrassed because when I talk, I used to talk and you would never see my back teeth or my bottom teeth, but now when I talk, you can see them so well. And not when I talk, but when I like mouth a song or something like that, I could see them and I hate it. And sometimes I'll delete a video and not post it because I have so many videos of my drafts on TikTok. And I hate it when I see myself in my reflection. So I'll see it and I'll be like, I don't like that. And so I will refuse to post it because I'll be singing and then I can see these teeth and I'm like, I hate those teeth, so I won't want to post it because I hate the way my teeth look. So for the most part, I am excited to have a new smile, to have a new look to my face. And a lot of people complain, I see a lot of people complain about the way they make their lip look, but like mine, for me, that would be normal because my teeth are pushed forward, so it already makes my lip and my right here look big, so like it pushes it out. But I guess, I don't know, we'll see when I get them. Still nervous about what they're gonna look like, but I'll be happy that I have a good smile. People keep saying, well, I see a lot of videos that people post about dentures and they're like, oh well, I'm gonna get implants because I don't like this and that about dentures, but here's my thing. And I watched somebody else today, and I noticed that she kind of had the same opinion as I do about this. Here's my thing, a lot of us out here cannot afford implants, and even if I could afford implants, I would not do them. I would consider, if one day I had the money, I would consider the ones that individually screw into your gum, but I would not do the implant dentures. And the reason for that would be, at least with regular dentures, you can buy stuff to control the rocking and all of that. What do you do when you do get implants and then something happens to the implant itself? What do you do when, it's just so many things that could happen. Whereas regular dentures, all you gotta do is glue them in or get some cushion grip or something like that, and you're good to go. I just think in my eyes, if somebody was to give me $20,000 to go get implants, I would not use it to get implants. I would use it for something else. A down payment on me buying my own house or something like that. I would never use it to get implants. And the reason being is because I feel like I don't want to put myself through, for one, that pain of doing bone graft. But second of all, I don't know, I just don't think that's a very good investment. I've seen some pretty bad horror stories of people getting implants, and it's just not for me. I'm okay with dentures. I'm really okay with regular dentures. I'm not okay with doing something I really don't need to do. My husband was supposed to get implants, and he didn't do it. But yeah, I'm totally okay with dentures. I'm good on the implants. Yeah, I only want to do this once. I don't want to have to go through something else again. That's just the way I feel about it. I only want to have this anxiety one time. I only want to go through this procedure once. I don't want to go later on have to go through another procedure of having bone graft and then having whatever put in my mouth so I can get implants. I don't want to do it. I'm doing this one time, and I want to be done with it. I already get so much anxiety going to the dentist, and I just prefer not to put myself through anything else for anything, dental wise. My husband, his first time at the dentist, he had a traumatizing experience, and now he doesn't want to go back. And I feel bad for him. I really do, because his first time going to the dentist in the U.S., and he just had a very bad experience, and so he still has to see his bottom teeth taken out, and he don't want to do it. And in a way, I feel really, really bad for him. That's so sad. I've been in the dentist a lot, so I already knew what to expect. He didn't know what to expect. So for me, I don't want to go through that twice like he has to. He already done the top, and I don't want to have to go through what he did. Damn. No, thank you. I think later on, because this is my immediate, I think later on, I was contemplating on going to Affordable Dentures to get my permanent set, just because it's going to cost me way too much money to go to the regular dentist, and my insurance does not cover a second pair that close together. I have to wait so long before I can get a second pair. So I thought about going to Affordable Dentures to get my second pair, and my second pair, I want them to look more like teeth, and I'll just pay out of pocket for that at Affordable Dentures, which I won't need any extractions or anything like that. I'll just pay for the teeth, and I'll probably get the ultimate package. Yeah, and I want to The lady talked me into A1 when I went to the dentist to get these teeth. I don't know what those look like, and I don't know what that shade looks like. I really hope they don't look like my husband's. But at the same time, my husband's could look like that because he smokes in them. He doesn't actively smoke, but when he's drinking, he smokes. He has been a coffee drinker, and so I'm wondering if why his teeth look like the way they do is because they're stained from his bad habits. When I first met him, he had a pack of cigarettes, so he was smoking quite a bit when I first met him. So I'm hoping that mine don't look the shade that his are, because he said those are the whitest he could get. And I don't want my teeth to look yellow, because then what's the point? I might as well just stay with my real teeth. My real teeth look like crap, and I don't want my dentures to look like crap. And that was the reason why I chose that shade, because she said that was the whitest you could go, other than getting, like, it was almost like veneer colors. And I didn't want veneer colors, because then people would be looking at me like, damn, did she get fake teeth or what? That's what my husband said too. He was like he didn't want him to look fake, and so that's why he didn't choose that white shade. But I also seen other people with dentures and the white shade, and you can't even really tell. But other people, then there was others that had dentures that you could tell. So I just didn't want to take the risk, and I did the A1. So I'm hoping the A1 isn't. It looked a little yellow on her model. It looked a little yellow and then a little white. And I was watching a lady on TikTok that is a denture specialist. So she only does dentures. And she was saying that A1 is white, but it has a little yellow hue to it, she says. She said it's the whitest you could go before you get into veneers. And she said, but if you want white teeth, then go for it. She said there was nothing wrong with it. So we'll see what I think about my teeth, my medians. And if I don't like them later on when I get my more permanent ones, probably next year, I'll get a whiter shade. But for now, we're going to see what I get on Tuesday. What do I feel about it being this close? How do I feel about it being this close to my E-Day? Honestly, I'm excited. I'm not excited about the procedure. I think I'm going to bring some headphones so I don't hear nothing, and possibly I won't sleep that night before, so, I'll fall asleep, because it is 9 in the morning, and I'm not a morning person, girl. So, hold on. I'm so tired. It's so hot. So, possibly I could fall asleep during my procedure, but I'm excited to see my smile afterwards. I'm really excited to see my husband's reaction in reality, because I want to know what he says and what he thinks. Probably going to be jealous, like he always is. Yeah, I can't wait to show you guys my new smile. Yeah, on a pain level 1 to 10 right now, how do I feel? These teeth are bothering me on the top over here. They're a little, it's not like a pain, it's like a throbbing, irritating feeling. I realized earlier I was eating some of these like mini tacos you can get from Sam's. And I was eating those with some of that French onion dip, I think it's called, by Dean's. And I realized at that moment why my gum collapsed on this side. And it's because I primarily chew on that side because I have more teeth on that side. And I think at some point, you're chewing a lot of food and it gets down in there and you're still chewing. So it just ultimately collapsed my gum. Which it's significantly collapsed. So I'll be interested to see how my dentures are going to fit. because it's literally collapsed all the way down here to the where your skin on your lip pulls, and I don't know how to explain it to you. It's collapsed way down in there. So there's like barely even a lip left, and I don't know how the denture's gonna hold there. And like I said, it's from me chewing on that side, but I mean, what choice did I have? I mean, you don't want to literally chew with the front of your mouth in front of people. People are gonna be looking at you like, why is she chewing with the front of her mouth? Why is she not chewing with the back of her mouth? Where's her molars? You know, so it's a little bit of embarrassment, and you don't want people to see you chew like that. But at the same time, like, I feel like I regret chewing like that because now I've collapsed that side of my gum. And that's just what I think it's from. Nobody told me that. It's just what I think in my mind. Sometimes you'll catch me chewing on this side, but it's not very much because of these being broken. I get a lot of pain in there when I chew on that side, so I try not to chew on that side of my mouth. So yeah, I do have a little pain right now. I'm gonna have to take the rest of those antibiotics I have before my appointment to Tuesday, and hopefully hope for the best, girl. I mean, or guys, or whatever, you know. I'm sorry, I'm not really good at vlogging, and I'm giving it an effort. I'm trying. I'm really bad at this, because I get overwhelmed and I get overstimulated very, very easily, mostly because of my anxiety. And then my depression really has, between my anxiety and my depression, I really get overwhelmed so fast. And so I just don't do nothing, you know. And that's why my vlogs are sporadic. But mostly here recently, it's because I didn't feel like I had nothing to report, which, looking back, I did have stuff to report. Just maybe I just didn't want to vlog, I don't know. But yeah, I'll be interested to see how my bottoms fit. Oh my gosh, not excited about the appointment. I really want to record in the morning after I take those Valium, just to kind of let you know how I'm doing, how I'm feeling before I get to the appointment. And then I'll record a little bit after the appointment, let you guys know how I feel. I can't record during the appointment because my husband's going with me, and he's not too excited about sitting in the room with me, but I need him to. I would feel a lot comfortable. So he won't record nothing. So that's fine. I mean, it's okay. It's whatever. But so I'll record a little bit in the morning after I take those pills, how I'm feeling, and then after the appointment, I'll check in with you guys. Tomorrow, I'll record some for you guys, let you guys know how I'm feeling tomorrow, because tomorrow is going to be a bit different than today. Because today I know I'm still 2 days away. Tomorrow it's going to be a whole different story. I know it's going to be. I just know it. I'm probably going to be a lot more nervous tomorrow than I am today. Today I'm just really tired, and it's hot in my house right now, and I'm just like blah. So today I'm just not feeling it. But I wanted to update. I wanted to update you guys instead of leaving you guys hanging. Last week, though, I stayed really, really busy. Thursday, we went and got, well, he went and got his kids. Friday, we went to his brother's house because he went to do a job down there by where his brother lives. And so we went to his brother's house. We stayed Friday night. We went to a party after he got that job done. We went to a party with his kids. But that day, I've been on like Okay, so the little backstory, my husband's ex-wife has done everything she possibly could in the last 4 years to turn her kids against me. And so every time the kids would come, a couple of the kids would act like distant towards me. One being his daughter, one of his sons is very distant towards me, and the two little ones, um, one of the two little ones, one of the twins was very distant towards me. The other twin was okay with me. He would run to me every time he'd see me, but the other three were very distant. Well, slowly the one twin that wouldn't talk to me, slowly the one twin would start talking to me. And then Friday I made a huge step with his daughter. His daughter is talking to me now. She's asking me things, telling me things that she doesn't feel comfortable telling her own mom and her dad, which made me feel very, very special. I felt kind of lucky, because she told me things that she wouldn't tell them, and so I felt lucky that she felt comfortable enough to tell me those things. His son, the other son, the older child, he's turning 13 this year. He still won't talk to me. He's still the same. Mostly, I blame that on the mom, though, because she's done everything in her power to try to turn her kids against me. She doesn't like me, so she thinks I am the reason why her family got broken up, which I'm not. He found me after he had done moved out and was living away from them, and she kicked him out. From my understanding, what he told me is that she kicked him out. He was living with one of his friends. He found me on Facebook dating, and hold on. He started talking to me, and then she tried to get back together with him and found out he had moved on, and then that's why she blames me, because she thinks that I was the reason why he didn't come back, which technically he was, but I'm not the reason they broke up. That was them. I mean, I wasn't there. I don't know what happened. All I know is I'm not the reason they broke up. And for her to use the kids as her way of getting back at me and turning our kids against me, or however you want to take that, that's just not right. The kids should not have nothing to do with any of that. And for that matter, I shouldn't have nothing to do with that, because none of that's my fault. Like, it's not fair to me that she's doing this stuff to me, and I didn't do anything to her. I mean, I'm sorry. I was minding my own business in Columbus, and I do not deserve to be punished because she could not hold on to her marriage, and she decided to throw away her marriage and send her husband packing. And then her husband decided to go find happiness elsewhere while he was single when she left him. Like I said, I was minding my own business. I got a message on that dating thing. A few months after we started talking, he asked me to move in with him. I had no idea anything about her. I knew he had kids. I didn't know anything about her until after I moved in with him, and we were talking one day, and he told me what was going on, and I was like, wow. But, at the same time, if he'd have told me all this in the beginning, I probably wouldn't have moved in with him, because I'm not about all that drama. I would have just stayed where I was at. At least where I was at, I didn't have no drama. So it's a two-way street. If I'd have known I was going to have to deal with all that drama, I would have just left him, because I don't care. I would have just blocked him and left him, not talked to him again, because I'm not about drama, and I'm not about somebody who's going to go sleep with their ex-wife, going to go hang out with their ex-wife, sit there talking to her, doing all that stuff with her, and then think I'm just going to be sitting here waiting on him. I'm not going to do it. Just a few months ago, I found out that they slept together. That made me so mad, and it hurt my feelings that I just didn't know what to do. I was going to leave him, to be honest with you, because I didn't want to put up with that. I mean, how do I know every time they meet each other to drop off the kids, he's not over there doing stuff with her, kissing her, whatever? So that was the way I thought at the time. And even now, to this day, I still think in my head, are they over there kissing? Like Thursday when I picked up the kids, he was there for 30 minutes with her. And I was talking to the kids and asking them, was they excited that they got to come over and stuff. And the kids were telling me what they did. And then the kids were telling me they were just talking, You know how kids just talk. And his daughter's like, yeah, we were upset because their dad made them come over. And then she starts telling me that when he picked them up, she says that her dad went around the back of the van. She says they were looking for him and they could hear them back there talking. But in that moment, when she was talking and just venting to me, I was thinking to myself, I couldn't help it, because he had already slept with her once before, and he slept with her in her van. He didn't go in her house and have sex with her. He had sex with her in her van. So in that moment, I kept thinking, were they back there kissing? What were they doing back there? Why did they have to go behind that van? All these questions are going through my mind. And, I kind of wasn't, I guess in a way I kind of wish that his daughter didn't tell me that, because then it added a whole nother paranoia. But at the same time, she's a kid. She can't help it. She's just trying to talk. And she didn't know. She didn't know her dad did that. Hang on a minute. I'm gonna come back in a second. Sorry, I'm not trying to be rude and not look at the phone, but every time I look at the phone, my glasses give a reflection, and then that's all I'm looking at. So I'm trying to look away so I don't see that reflection. I just can't help it. Even like when I'm on the phone, I hear myself repeating. I can't deal with that. I have to hang up and then call back. But anyways, so yeah, that happened. And then Saturday, we were supposed to go to the fair, the county fair, but we didn't go because his brothers worked all day. So he was like, we'll go tomorrow. Well, today we were supposed to go, and then one of the twins was crying and wanted to go home, and the other twin was crying because they couldn't go to the fair because the other twin was crying. So he just took them home. I feel bad, really, in a way, because that's not really fair to the other 3 kids, that one twin was crying because he wanted to go home. And the other 3 had to pay because that one just didn't want to be there. The whole weekend, from the time he had gotten them till the time he had taken them home today, the entire weekend, the kids were excited. Even like Saturday, the kids were like, 2 of the kids were like, and I think his daughter said something too, I don't remember, but 2, maybe 3 of the kids said, well, can we stay another day? Can we stay Sunday night too? Because they were excited, because they spent Thursday night with their dad, Friday, Saturday, and then they wanted to stay again tonight. And he was like, yeah, let me see what time I have to go in, and then I'll let you guys know, because if he has to be in at 5:30 in the morning, then it's really not, he can't really keep his kids, So, but then that one twin, he just kept saying, Daddy, I want to go home, Mommy and Mama. And my husband said, no. He said, you're not going home right now. And then he goes, oh. And then Friday or Saturday, he did the same thing. Today, it was even worse than the other 2 days, because today, we were driving back to the house from the soccer game, and he was like, Daddy, I want to go home, Mama and Mommy. He said that at the soccer game. And then when we were driving home, he seen that we were driving down the interstate, and he said, no, turn around. He started screaming and crying in the back seat. He said, I want to go home, Mommy and Mama. I want to go home, Mommy and Mama. He started screaming and crying when he seen us get off the interstate to go to, the interstate where we got off of, if we turned left, we would have went towards our house, but we turned right because we had to get them something to eat. And he started freaking out until he realized we were going to Dairy Queen to get them food. And then he went home, we came back here to my house, and he was like, Daddy, I want to go home, Mommy and Mama. I want to go home. And my husband just like, he had to tell the other ones, you know, we're not going to the fair because Maverick wants to go home, and the other ones were upset. And as a matter of fact, the other twin started crying in there because he wanted to go to the fair, and his twin didn't want to go. He wanted to go home, and he ultimately, the kids were upset. You know, like I told him, I said, you know, when that one doesn't want to come and he just wants to stay there with his mom, I was like, well, maybe you should talk to her and tell her, well, he doesn't want to come. He wants to stay here with you. And if they still force him to go, well, then he's going to have to tell him, you're not going home. And you need to just calm down. The kids want to go to the fair. And if he can't handle it, then somebody stays home with him, stays here with him, and then the others go to the fair. You know, it's not fair to the other three that they get punished because that one twin, I mean, he's 6 years old. You know, you're not supposed to let the 6-year-old control the situation. You're supposed to be the adult and control the situation. But that's not the way my husband does it. He lets the 6-year-old control the situation and pretty much tell him, we're going home. That's just the way I see it. I mean, I could be wrong. I know we totally got off topic of my denter situation, but I mean, sometimes I like to get on here and vent to you guys, and it really helps make me feel better, you know? Especially when other people can relate to my situation. Any situation I have going on at the moment. Wow, I mean, it's just crazy to me that, getting back on topic of the dentures, it's just crazy to me that just 3 weeks ago we were talking about me having this day, and I was upset because it was so far away. And now we're here, and it's like, wow. I don't even know what time it is at the moment. I don't have my iWatch. It's over there. I'd say it's probably around 5:30, 6 o'clock. I could totally take a nap right now, though. Totally take a nap, go to sleep, and wake up tomorrow. I want some sugar. I got some cookies from the store earlier, and they were peanut butter. I like certain peanut butter things, but not peanut butter cookies or peanut butter sandwiches. No. No, 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 no. No, 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 no. So yeah, that's my update, and I'm just trying to do stuff to keep my mind busy. I think I'm gonna either turn on the TV or lay here and watch some more TikTok. Probably take a nap. I'm tired. But I hope you guys enjoyed my video. And I'll see you guys tomorrow on the next one. Promise I'll record tomorrow. Not sure what time I'll upload tomorrow, but I will record tomorrow and upload tomorrow. I'm gonna upload this one now, and then that way I'm not behind tomorrow when I upload. I'm gonna upload this one now, upload the one tomorrow, and then I'll see you guys on the next one. I'll upload tomorrow. I'll make a video tomorrow, upload tomorrow, and then on E-Day I'll make a video in the morning and then in the afternoon after I get my dentures, so you'll get to see me before my extractions and then after. But I hope you guys enjoyed my video. I'm sorry it was so long, and I'm sorry I ramble on. Sometimes I do that when I'm tired, and sometimes I do that just to vent. But I hope you guys have a good night, and I'll see you guys tomorrow on video, obviously. Bye.